welcome to the class of Advance of Infection and Immunity. I'm Professor Cong. I come from Department of Pathogenic Biology, Qilu Medical College, Shandong University. This class, we will introduction to the development of infection and immunity. We will introduce the prevalence of infectious disease, the discovery of the pathogen, the classification of pathogenic organisms, the development of modern pathogenic biology, and the great discovery in pathogenic biology. First, let's introduction the prevalence of infectious disease. Infectious disease have caused pandemics worldwide millions of times in history, billions of people in the world. In recent years, emerging and re-emerging infectious diseases such as COVID-19, novel coronavirus, novel influenza virus, SARS, MERS, and Ebola, super-resistant bacterial and tropical disease have been emerging constantly, exerting a great impact on global public health and economy. In 2020, a novel coronavirus pandemic brings panic to all mankind. So far, infected persons attained to 32 million and the dead persons around 1 million. Human faces many challenges in a uncharted field. Ebola virus. The Ebola virus was the first detected in Ebola River region. It has caused several pandemics in Africa and is one of the deadliest viruses to date, causing a deadly Ebola hemorrhagic fever in humans and other primates. And superbug means super-resistant bacteria. The term superbug generally refers to a variety of drug-resistant bacteria that appear in clinical practice. An infection caused by resistant bacteria that the antibiotics cannot control eventually kills the patient. The number of the deaths from septicemia rose by 89%, with most people dying from medication difficulties caused by superbugs. And do you know mad cow disease? We also call it BSE. Its bowel spongiform encephalopathy are so common. The cattle industry poses a great threat and people's life safety in catering. In 1997, American scientists Prociner isolated protein only do not contain nucleic acid, component of protein, can lead to chronic progressive fetal central nervous system disease. And there are 10 tropical diseases. We call it TDR project that is suggested by WHO. They are leprosy, tuberculosis, dengue fever, leishmaniasis, filariasis, trypanosomiasis, schistosomiasis, and malaria. Among them, there are 7 parasitoses. There are millions of people infected and cause the death. Leprosy is a chronic infectious disease caused Mycobacterium leprae, an acid-fast rod-shaped bacillum. The disease mainly affects the skin, the peripheral nerves, mucosa of the upper respiratory tract, and also the eyes, apart from some other structures. Manifest anesthetic skin lesion and peripheral neuropathy with peripheral nerve sinking. And tuberculosis, According to World Health Organization estimates, each year 8 million people worldwide developed active tuberculosis and nearly 2 million died. Tuberculosis is a chronic bacterial infection caused by Mycobacterial tuberculosis. It is spread through the air and usually infects the lungs, along other organs and parts of the body can be involved as well. Most people who are infected with tuberculosis harbor the tuberculosis bacterium. And dengue fever. Dengue fever is a tropical disease caused by dengue virus that is transmitted by its mosquito. Mostly, dengue fever includes fever, headache, joint and muscle pain, skin rash, swollen nose, exhaustion, and lymphedema. Occasionally, the disease develops into dengue hemorrhage fever and dengue shock syndrome, which may result in a fatal outcome. Leishmaniasis. It is caused by Leishmania donovani. It causes Wasseril leishmaniasis or color other. It is Indian name meaning black fever. Leishmaniasis is prevalent worldwide, ranging from Southeast Asia into Pakistan, Mediterranean, North and Central Africa, and South and Central America. So far, there are 12 million infected and 51.8 thousand persons dead. Filariasis. Filariasis is a world-spread disease transmitted by insect mosquito. Filaria are slender, thread-like nematode. They inhabit the lymphatics, subcutaneous tissue, etc. In 2015, there are 120 million people are infected and 14 million people cause disability. Trypanosomiasis. It is caused by African trypanosomiasis and American trypanosoma. African trypanosomiasis is also called spleen sickness. It is caused by Trypanosoma bruca in the tropical heart of Africa. And American trypanosomiasis, also called Chagas disease, it is caused by Trypanosoma cruzi in Mexico, Central and South America prevalence. There are 60 million people are infected and 50,000 persons dead. Schistosomiasis. It is caused mainly by genus Schistosoma. It lived in blood vessel, caused schistosomiasis, so it was also called blood flux. Schistosomiasis prevalent in Far East. In China, it is prevalent in Yangtze Valley and south of Yangtze except Guizhou province. The adults live in the portal 1 system causing liver cirrhosis and portal 1 hypertension syndrome. There are 2.3 billion people get infected every year. And malaria. I think you also very familiar with it. Malaria is a public health problem today in more than 90 countries. 300 to 500 billion clinical cases each year. More than 90% cases are in Sahara Africa. According to WHO report, malaria kills 1 child every 30 seconds. Each year, there are 216 billion people are infected and 445,000 persons died. So, it is still an important task to deeply understand the characteristics of pathogen generation, mutation, and pathogenic mechanism. illuminate the principle of immune response, and carry out more effective way to prevent and treat the infectious disease. Okay, from this part, we study the prevalence of infectious disease. Next part, let's study the discovery of the pathogen. Okay, see you next part.